All right, what's up, people? Now that I got the goofy video out of the way, let's go ahead and deal with the video everybody wants me to make. What is God? Now, this is going to be a series, I guess. I don't know. I have to figure out, and trust me, this is not going to be a short video. I know every time I say it's going to be a short video, it ends up being like a 55-minute video and shit like that. That's okay. What is God? First of all, here's what you have to do. I want you to take that word, God. I want you to take that word and I want you to throw it in the trash. Your mind has already been poisoned with that word. That word itself is fucking poison. Seriously. Or do you think that it means something? What do you think it means? God. What do you think that means? Well, most people would say, if they were smart and they were philosophical, they would say the creator and the sustainer of the universe, right? It's the answer to the question, why are we here? Or, more properly, why is there something rather than nothing? And I would agree with that, but I just think the word itself is poison. So now let's get to the question. Why are we here? It's not a dramatic pause. I want you to think about that. First of all, you have to parse out what is we. Well, in your case, it would be I. In your case, right? I. Why am I here? Right? What is I? And what is here? What are we talking about? This is where it starts getting difficult. And this is why the East wins this argument over the West, in my opinion, on the analysis. What's really going on here? Now, the interesting part is that both East and West have traditions on this. I'm not even going to get into non-dualism because ultimately the categories fade away and everything, just reduces to what it is. And there are no questions to be answered. That's black belt level. Don't worry about that. When you're climbing up the ladder of belts to get to what? I have no idea, right? Just like the Buddha said. What am I doing? What's the whole Maya? It's just accept it. It is what it is. I know that phrase has been oversaid to the point where so many people, like when I hear it, I get pissed. I'm like, God damn, stop saying it like that. But at the end of the day, what are we really talking about when it comes to facticity, or the fact that we're all here and that we all have these experiences, etc.? How did this happen? Well, the answer to that question would be nominally God. But then what do we mean by God? What does that even mean? So in this video, I think I'm going to break this up. So I'm at 4 minutes in, and I'm probably not going to make this too long. I want to introduce you to a concept which in Buddhism is called, in the secret teachings, is called the broken vase body. But there's parallels in Gnosticism, and there's parallels in Kabbalism. And in Kabbalism, it would be basically the emanations, or the entire tree of life, right? So you have Kether up here. Well, you have Ein Sof, and Ein Sofer right there, up above, and then it blows into Kether, and then that blows into the rest of the tree of life, right? So that's the sequence of emanations, right? So that's how that happens. In Buddhism, it's very simple. We don't have to have the 10 and everything has the fucking thing, this thing because he's angry one day, this thing because he's happy one day, this thing because he's, fucking like his belly's full one day. I'm going down the tree of life. Well, this shoulder's itchy and this shoulder's fucking scratchy. Look at the tree of life different. Come on now. It's fucking funny, dude. In the East, the concept is basically the broken or shattered vase body. And the idea is that and I always, and this is why I'm different, and this is why my fucking system works for me, might not work for you. Who the fuck cares? It's my system. Is that I link this to mathematics. And it's the idea of the infinite. And I've made videos on this before, but the idea is basically this. If you start with the 0, you have nothing, right? That would be the source, the fundamental, the Ein Sof R, whatever the fuck the highest thing is. It's all the same. What that thing does is nothing. Except contained within it is infinite possibility. And those infinite possibilities dimensionalize off of each other and they become co-created universes or separate existences. So it's kind of like the fecundity or the sheer facticity of how should I put this? If you have a package with infinite gifts, is there one package or is there infinite gifts? Neither, but we don't need to get into that. It was a poor analogy. I'm sorry. I made a poor analogy. I'm not reading from a fucking script. I'm not like some people. Some people fucking stage their shit. They go off infinite scripts. I don't do that. I shoot real with y'all. And the idea with the vase body is that imagine a vase, like you have a vase sitting on a shelf somewhere, like a vase. A thing that holds flowers. Back in the day, that shit used to hold water or wine or whatever the fuck. Imagine that falls and it breaks. It breaks into pieces. Now imagine that outside of time, but imagine that also creates time. So that when this thing happens, and it doesn't ever happen, it's always happened. B theory of time. Look into it. B theory of time. Everything that's happened has always happened. That's why free will is actually an illusion. But I'm not getting into that. This is going to be a fun fucking series because I'm going to cut this off at 10 minutes. But I'm just giving you food for thought here about this because every fucking tradition has this same idea. Is that you have an infinite principle, a principle that's beyond reproach, a principle that, and in the East we understand this better than the West, obviously, because they want to put it up there, where as a matter of fact, it's everywhere. It's just all around you. As a matter of fact, it's you right now. That's why, and I quote Longchenpa again, I think this is, if I could give you one teaching from the Tantras, it is this. There is nothing to do and no one to do it. And that's not fatalism, by the way. That's just a recognition of what we are in the scheme of things. We're a projection. We're a piece of that broken vessel. And that vessel is what's commonly called God. I mean, to quote Aquinas. I don't know how best to explain it, but I'll get back to it in part 2. I know I'm cutting this short, but Jorge told me that my hands with the beer is not too good, and so it's probably going to take me another fucking 30 seconds just to fucking click the fucking... There's a button? Jorge, there's a button? Where is it? It's on my phone? I thought you were recording this on a camera. Oh, shit. He's not recording this on a camera. How is anybody ever going to see it? Fuck's sake, I don't know. Fingertips, do those work? Fingertips? Yeah? They don't work.